Hello everyone and welcome back to Quicks14Blog. Quicks14 here, getting back to the uh, leveling grind, and as you can see here, yes, I made it to 70 as I said before, and here it is. We're going from 68 to 70 as we start off in Northrend. We've grabbed our first quest, and the first place we're going to go is not outside of the Valiant's Keep. We're actually going to go inside the boat that's right in the smack dab in the middle of it, and you're going to go underneath it. You're going to go basically inside of it, underneath it, and you're going to fight these guys. And there's going to be two quest items here. You got to kill these guys to get to it, or if there's somebody else already down there, you can get to it. And you'll see the exclamation point on my mini map as well. And this is in Borean Tundra, of course, Northrend. And what you want to do is you want to go over towards where that exclamation mark is. You're going to get quests there, obviously from a doodad, and there's also another doodad, a little chest for first aid supplies for one of our other quests. So 2 quests right there, right off the bat, to get you started with. I must say, so far from what I've done with Northrend, I've only played it a day. Yeah, all this footage you're going to see here is in 1 day. No joke. And I'm going to go up 2 levels in 1 day. No joke. And that's because the way Northrend is. You're going to get some serious experience. Experience can vary for most quests. Some simple go here, talk to this guy quest can be as little as 2k of experience. But most quests in Northrend are going to be anywhere from 15 to 40k of experience, depending on the actual quest. Now I'm going to show you as much as I possibly can of all the quests. There are going to be at least 1 quest in one area I am not going to be able to show you, and that will be the Nexus. Unfortunately, my encoding didn't work out so well because I got disconnected in the middle or near the end of it, and it totally ruined the Fraps thing, so I had to delete it. So I grabbed those quests, I turned them in, first to the captain on the boat, and then back to the Valiant's Keep, and I get a couple more quests, a few more quests. So now I'm going outside to do the other quests that I got, and that's basically to fight the Nerubians here. Uh, they're right outside the entrance of Valiant's Keep. They are 68s and 69s, so you're not going to have a problem with them. Same as the guys in the boat, they're going to be 68, 69s. Most everything around here is 68, 69, and then you might hit some 70s a little later on. They're not going to be a problem, especially with all these friends giving you a hand. You'll be able to take them out pretty easy. So feel free. And they respawn fairly fast, so don't worry about high traffic or anything like that. Doing Northrend quests are a lot of fun. There's definitely a lot of standard quests that you're used to. There's some newer quests that are quite different, and of course there's even some trickier quests. So you do that, you turn that in. You'll get a new quest from him. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do some quests that you turn them in over here that you missed me grabbing in the last leveling video that I did. I did go up on a hill that's nearby where a little farming community or mining community is, and I grabbed a quest there. And I didn't show that because I didn't have enough time for the footage to show that. But that's where we're going to go up to next. The equipment is going to be awesome. I've already replaced quite a few things, including my staff. You'll see that later on. Yeah, I replaced even this kick-ass staff with another kick-ass staff. And so on and so forth. So here you go. You go outside that side entrance, and you're going to head up to this hill where these guys are. And that's where you'll get the quest. And basically the quest here is to go into the mine and find out what happened to the Alliance troops. And this is going to kick off another whole quest line. And that's basically how it goes. You're going to have to, as you probably saw, I was turning in quests after I've completed most of them, not even all of them. And you're going to want to do that very often because you're not going to be able to move on otherwise. A lot of these quest lines are just that, quest lines, and you're going to have to turn them in to move it on. Now, I go ahead and grab that, I come back, and I move on to another quest that I do have, though, that can be done up here, and that's with these acolytes, guys. You have to get a drop. It is a drop, one of the rare drops that you're going to find in Northrend quests. It is fairly low. It took me all three. There's three of these circles here with these guys, and this is the one with most of them. The other one has like one, and the other one had like two or three. And it was on the last circle, the last guy, that I finally got the drop. So it will take some time. You're gonna have to watch for ads, but not too big of a deal. It didn't take that much longer. I've had worse drop rates and searches for stuff, and I'm pretty sure everyone else has. Since you're only looking for one item, it's not a big deal. Once that's done, I go back and I turn these both in. And as you'll see here, when I turn it in, you're going to see all these other quests pop up, see? And this is why you're going to have to go back and turn in quests as soon as you can. It's okay to still complete as much as possible, like we have been doing, but this is no longer the same rules that apply. You're going to have to go back and turn in other quests earlier than you would normally in order to continue. And this is because of the way the quests work and the way they move on. So the first new quest we got was to kill these zombie guys, and then also to light some of the poison grain that's turning these plague guys to burn them into the fire or whatever. So that's what we're going to be doing here. And as you can see me doing that, skipping through there. Unfortunately, a lot of these quest items weren't available on my auto bar, so I just had to move it onto my normal bar there. So that's what you're going to see me doing. You're going to see me do that a lot for a lot of items, and that's how it is. The flow of the quests are quite natural, actually, and quite easy. You'll become very familiar with the area and everything like that. And of course, for those who are not familiar with the phasing technology, there's a lot of phasing here, and in most all of Northrend. Some places heavier than others, but there is phasing everywhere, and you will see the changes as they progress. There's not too much here of Alliance that I've seen, at least that I could tell, and some of them won't be quite that obvious either. So, but there is definitely a lot of phasing, and we're going to hit one of our first major phasing here soon, a different take on phasing. It's not quite what you expect, but you will see that here in a bit. So we're picking up these quests, we're doing all this, and we're heading back down to Valiant's Keep, and we're doing the second part of after you kill the Nerubians, they want you to kill these fire-spitting gargoyle-like guys that are attacking Valiant's Keep. I would suggest, unless you are able to handle more than one at a time, to take these guys on just one at a time, because their fire spit does take mana when they shoot at you with it, but it does hurt a lot, at least for a leather-bound druid like myself. You only need to kill so many of these guys, not too big. They're all grouped right there, and they will respawn pretty fast. The good news is that unless you hit them or aggro them in any way, shape, or form, they're going to ignore you otherwise. So that's the good news. So you can just sit there and, to your heart's content, take them on one by one. As you can see here, some of them will fly down to hit me, and this one decided just to stay up there or not. I don't know why, but that's what happened. So once that quest is done, you go ahead and turn that in, and that'll take care of that, and then you can move on to the next one. And of course, it'll open up some more quests, as you'll see here. A little gnome or whatever has a quest over here now. Or I think, or is that later? I think that's later, sorry. Anyway, we'll move back up to the farm area, or town hall and stuff, continuing that, where the harvesters around here that they're using to harvest the grain and stuff, you have to destroy or kill. And then once they're destroyed, you loot them, you target them, and you use this little this wrench, if you will, to reconfigure them to fight the not only to do the harvesting, but to fight the zombies, basically, which was kind of interesting, a little quest. And you got to do this for a few of them and everything. And there's 2 fields, so there's plenty of these guys to do, and they'll only be spawned for a little while after you do that. Excuse me, still waking up, and that's about it for that. So that's pretty much what's going on here, as you can see. And then once you're done with that, we move on to another quest where you have to destroy these holes, which are how the the scourge is getting in. So that's all for part one. We'll continue in part two.